we do it a lot pre-practice stuff, so that's basically an everyday thing. It's not something that's just a big emphasis on.
Ben Bredesen has been a two-time captain, 2 years here. What do you admire most about him?
His leadership, not only from an O-line standpoint of view, but just as a whole group. Everybody follows him. He does a great job in terms of leading, but most dudes don't know the Ben Bredesen off the field. He's a great leader off the field as well in terms of talking to him.
What's maybe something that he's done? What's maybe something that he's done off the field, maybe with you or that you've seen him do?
I would say watching film with him was a good thing for me. Being able to learn the technique he used to block people, I use that in my technique as well, so it came a long way for me.
Ben said that you guys were really close to explosive plays last week, and how close is this offense to really clicking?
Real close. I believe most people don't see that, but coaches come out with a great game scheme to get playmakers the ball and get open. It's just our job to go out there and execute those plays.
What is it like in practice that we maybe don't see that makes you confident in that?
I would say our attitude in terms of knowing what we got to do. We know there's a lot of outside noise. We tend to do our best to ignore those and worry about what we got going on inside the facility in practice.
What's the challenge of trying to get everything together and then having to go on the road, and particularly the basic defense is currently ranked #1?
Like I said, we're not too much worried about what defense they're ranked. Like I said, they put on their shoulder pads and stuff just like us. They're just another team. But we know that the team they're capable of being, so we got a good game plan ready for those guys, and we're going to execute.
What's the difficulty of the road aspect of it, especially considering like last year, go on the road at the Northwestern, and it seems like sometimes you guys get out to a slow start.
Yeah, it's a slow start. That's one thing we worked on, in practice, executing, having a loud speaker, playing loud noises, try to, distract us from communicating. But I believe Coach Harbaugh did a great job as well executing that. Other than that, it shouldn't be that hard because we're used to it now, so.
Does it help with confidence and all, knowing that when you watch the tape of the last two games, you guys did have some explosive plays that were there that you didn't hit, you just missed, kind of?
We know those plays are going to be there. Like I said, our coaches are coming up with great game schemes. We did a great job executing those plays in practice, and I believe when it comes game time, we'll execute those in the game.
And even if you don't hit them in a game and you see them on tape afterward and you say, okay, that's open, does it further your belief that this is going to work?
For a fact.
Yeah.
Talk about Ben's leadership. How would you describe his leadership style?
Vocal. He's a vocal dude. He knows when something's not right. He's going to talk about it. He's going to speak on it. Even if he's slacking, he's going to point it out. And it's our job to get him going as well. So.
Don Brown said that Army team was going to fight to the death. Do you think people underestimated just how?
Yeah, for a fact. We knew there was going to be a tough team. In terms of them running the ball too, they're milking the clock. It's going to give us less time possession with the ball. So we always looked at it as emphasis as they're going to be a tough team to play.
How did having a football fight, I think Jim used the phrase football fight, and having to actually struggle and go to overtime and everything, how did that impact the bye week and maybe the mentality in practice?
From week 2 point of view, it just gives us a feeling like we've been there now. Even though it won't happen later in the season, we're glad it happened week 2, something early in the season. So we're prepared for it now. We know what type of fight we got to put up.
What would it mean to this program to win a Big Ten title?
Huge. We know we haven't won one in a while, and that's one thing we were preaching about every practice and every pre-practice and post-practice.
Is there something you guys say, or is there a chant or a thing?
Something we say, basically just words to encourage us.
Something you can share?
I can't share that.
A lot of people seem to be counting you guys out after 2 games. Are you still as confident as you have been about your goals?
Yeah, for sure. We're not, like I said, we're not worried about those things or what people have to say about the offense or as a whole team point of view. We really don't matter.
If somebody were to say to you, you only scored 24 points in 2 overtimes against Army, what happened to the offense? What would you say?
It's going to be games like that. It's tough. Like I said, the Army is a tough team. We tip our hat off to them. We expected them to play like that because we knew what they are capable of doing, especially in terms of running the ball. And the defense put up a good fight for us, too, as well.
You guys played well, obviously, last year against Wisconsin. What have you seen from them on film that's maybe similar or different to last year's defense?
We got a chance to watch film on this last 2 games they had in Central Michigan, especially watching our film this last year too. They're going to be adjust to a lot of things that we usually run, but we're putting up a game scheme for them as well, so we're prepared for that.
Glad it's a midday game out there rather than a night game, or does
Yeah.
that matter?
It doesn't matter. We'll be ready to roll.
Embry said he lost 35 pounds with his colitis. Did you see him when he was at then, and are you surprised that he's
I was
already
surprised. It didn't even look like he lost weight, but being from his what he faced in adversity, for him to go out there that first game he played, it was heart touching.
Were you shocked? I mean, doctors said doctors gave him a little bit
Yeah,
of no
personally,
chance.
I didn't think he was going to be back week 1, but like I said, he faced a lot of adversity, and he went out there and executed everything the coaches told him to do.
How happy were you guys for him as a
Real happy.
teammate? Yeah.
Real happy, especially being someone that had a stomach infection. It was very, very touching.
Nick, what's it like playing for Sherrod Moore?
It's a great feeling. That dude brings a lot of energy in terms of in the meeting rooms and on the field. He's like that in practice as well as the game days. He's a tremendous coach in terms of bringing the whole tight end unit with him. He just basically looking out for us, and we're looking out for him.
Michigan hasn't won in Madison since 2001, so do you think that there's anything in particular that's hard about playing there?
Not really. Like I said before, they put on their pads just like us. We know they're a tough team, and then they're going to put up a fight, especially with us. Especially what happened last year. They're going to put up a fight, so basically we're going to go in there swinging too, so we'll see how it turns out.
You seen Shea get back to being sharp after
Yeah.
with the oblique injury?
We knew that was going to happen. He's just doing Shea things, just being himself again, and we're glad to see that. And we always there to lift him up and encourage him in any type of moments he has.
Do you think the bye week helped him with the injury?
For sure.